It's been 6 months since I set my ultimate financial goal, which is to accomplish a net worth of $0 by the end of this year. One thing that will help me accomplish that goal is by generating passive income that I can use to build my assets and completely demolish my debts. Now, I'm not someone that can make a genuine video about how to make $1,000 a month or how I make $100 a day because I'm not rich. But none of us need to be rich to start making money in the stock market. Otherwise, how would you get there to begin with? What I can say though with full confidence is that I went from having a portfolio that paid me $77 a year in dividends to 5 years later having one that pays me $20 every single month. That's only investing $25 a week. So far this year, I made a little over $98 in dividends, which is already a really big accomplishment for me because that's about 30% more than what I made around the same time block last year, which was a little over $75. And to top that all off, I actually made $24 this May in dividends, which is not only the biggest monthly dividend payout I have this year, but it's the biggest monthly dividend payout I've ever had. In that month, the biggest payout I got was from an ETF called QYOD. QYOD, again, is an ETF that tracks the NASDAQ 100 and sells call options and takes the premium and distributes that to its shareholders in the form of dividends. I've actually invested a little more this year into that ETF simply for the dividend payout because, as you can see, it's not really that much of a capital growth company, but we'll see what happens in the future. Another company I finally invested into is Home Depot. The stock price of this company has been dropping pretty decently over the last month or so due to a plethora of reasons, including more than likely the slowing down of the housing market, which I guess, depending on how you think about that, could be a good thing. But this is still relatively an essential company that has gone up 50% over the past 5 years and has a dividend that I'm pretty sure has increased and consistently paid its shareholders off over the past decade. I think about 13 to 14 years. Now again, with me investing only $25 a week, I've been putting all of that, I'm pretty sure all of that, onto Home Depot. I only have about 0.66 shares of this company, but considering that this company pays out an annual dividend of $8.36, this is a company I really wish I would have invested into a long time ago, but I'm glad I'm doing it now and I will continue to do it. I mentioned this already, but last year in this same time frame from January to May, I made about $77 in dividends, in the same time frame that I made almost $100 this year. And what's really cool is that my average dividend payout per month is about $19.80, I believe, in comparison to last year when it was a little over $15. And that's just really cool because despite the fact that I don't invest a lot every single month, it's just really cool to be able to see that the money that is being generated in dividends is slowly increasing every single month. And all I have to do is make sure that I'm consistently investing into the right stocks and the right ETFs. And in my opinion, the right stocks and ETFs are those that not only have a history of consistently paying their shareholders dividends, but also have a history of consistently increasing those dividend payouts. And that just means that if for some reason I needed to stop investing $25 a week or I just stopped investing period, the dividends that I would make would still continue to come and they would still continue to increase. So at this point, and according to trackyourdividend.com, if I were to stop investing right now, I would have a portfolio that would pay me an annual dividend check of $250, which is a lot higher than the $189 I made last year. And that's keeping in mind and assuming that all of those companies and ETFs stopped increasing their dividend payout. They just stayed where they were. And as I said before, this is definitely not a $1,000 per month or $100 per day type dividend, but just me consistently investing this small amount is not only increasing my dividend, but it's also getting me close to my next dividend payout milestone, which is to achieve an annual payout of $300 per year or about $25 per month. Doesn't sound like a lot, but $25 a month for 12 months in my mind is essentially adding 12 more weeks of investing $25 into my portfolio, which is another $300 into a portfolio I'm already investing, I think, $1,300 to per year. And that will continue to grow. And of course, I expect things in my life to change financially for the better, including the amount of money I'm making in my primary job or paying off debt like my credit card debt, for example, so I can use that money to put towards other things like investing. But in the meantime, I really hope this probably fairly short video motivates you guys to just start investing and not use the idea of I don't have enough money to invest in the stock market as an excuse, because it's not. You'll never make money in the stock market, and you'll never make passive income that could benefit you now and definitely in the future if you just don't start investing. But please just make sure that you guys do at least a little bit of research before you start investing in the dividend paying companies or any type of company in general, or you'll probably end up like me where you're in this position where you're trying to avoid the emotional attachment you have to these bad stocks. If that feels like that's something that you might be going through, check out this video where I give you guys my advice on how to get out of that. It's still something I'm dealing with right now, but I appreciate you guys watching, and until next time, as always, take care.